Hey everybody! In this video, we'll be creating an art journal page using the supplies from the Mixed Media Inspired subscription. I am working in my Large Dilutions art journal on a page that already has gesso on it, and now I'm applying Dina Wiggly Media scribble sticks in large color swatching areas. The names of these colors and all the other products I will be using in this video are listed in the description below. As I'm applying these scribble sticks, I'm pressing fairly hard because I want there to be a lot of pigment transfer from these sticks onto my page. I'm also taking care that I don't have all of these swatches end at the exact same place because when I add the water and I allow them to run a little bit, I want that to be a very organic, loose look to this. So once again, I'm just applying the 3 different colors in different areas, and now I'm going to bring in my wet paintbrush. And as I put the wet paintbrush on this, I'm going to be activating the pigment sticks. And because they're on a gessoed surface, it's going to allow them to run and move instead of soaking directly into the paper. So I'm getting everything all wet and activated, as you can see once again with my wet paintbrush. And because I also made sure with color theory that these colors could touch, pink and yellow play well together and yellow and green play well together, I'm able to just let these colors flow and mix naturally, and it's all fine. I'm not going to create any colors that will be displeasing. As soon as I feel like I have enough water on the page so that these colors will be able to move and they're all activated, I'm going to lift the page up and allow all those colors to start running down towards the bottom of my page. And I'm just going to keep it tilted until I'm happy with how everything is running and dripping, and then I'm going to lay it down and let it air dry. After everything is dry, I'm grabbing a couple of my favorite background stamps and a black archival ink pad, and I'm just very loosely stamping these 2 stamps on the background of my page. So you may have noticed as I'm going here with my line stamp and in a second with my old-fashioned script stamp that none of my stamping is 100% perfect, and this is intentional, both in the fact that I'm using very little ink on my stamp so that I am not having a perfect impression, and also with the pressure I'm using when I place it down onto my background. I'm using just very loose pressure and allowing the stamp to just kiss this page in various areas so that I'm getting this loose stamping look. Now I'm going to apply some gloss spray drips to the top of my page, and I'm doing this with a pipette. You could also use a medicine dropper. I like using the pipette because I'm able to control the drips a lot more than if I was just free pouring from the bottle, and I also don't use too much. I did also use the pipette to make some drops all over my page. Unfortunately, that footage was lost, but you can see here that there's lots of drips and drops all over, and I let this dry 100% naturally. Now I'm grabbing an accordion book that I actually made in a previous video, so I'll link that here if you want to see how this accordion book was created. And I thought it would be fun to actually tuck it inside my journal in a little pocket, which is what I'm creating now with this piece of craft paper. I'm just ripping it so it's slightly larger than my accordion book, and then I'm also going to place some redesigned rub-ons onto the page to complement the designs that are inside my accordion book. All you need to do to place down these rub-ons is simply cut them out of the main sheet and then remove the white backing. Rub them onto your page, and then when you have it 100% transferred, gently remove the clear top part of the rub-on, and that will be 100% transferred onto your page permanently. You could also put a layer of clear collage medium or some other adhesive to make sure it's sealed onto your page. To stick down my pocket, I'm using a 1/4 inch double-sided tape, and I'm going around 3 sides of the paper and then sticking the book actually in there and then sticking it down to make sure that there's actually space allotted so that this book can go in and out very easily so I can view it but then tuck it back inside. And now that I have the pocket down, I'm going to just keep layering more of these rub-ons on top of it so that they're rub-ons coming from behind the pocket, they're rub-ons on top of the pocket, there's rub-ons all around the pocket, so it seems like this isn't just a floating element, it's integrated into my page. You may have noticed when I was placing the original flower that I actually trimmed off some of the stem because it was going to be hidden behind the pocket, and I'm now able to utilize that end of the stem so that the pink flower also has a stem. So it's a way that you can make your rub-ons go a little further and also have all of the colors coordinate. So I'm just putting down this pink flower, and then I also wanted to put some rub-ons directly onto the pocket, so I'm going to be doing that as well. This was one single rub-on image, and I just cut it apart so that I could place the flowers, these brown flowers a little bit more around the pocket so it wasn't just a perfect square. So you can also customize these rub-ons by trimming off parts you don't need or just the placement of them so that it works for your project. Now that I have all the rub-ons in place, I can put my little accordion book back into the pocket and check out how everything's looking, and so far I'm really pleased. Just for a finishing element, I did decide to add some Tim Holtz Ideology clipping stickers onto the pocket, not only just to give it a little bit extra, but I did use them inside the accordion book as well, so it was nice to just also bring that to the page. And now my page is complete. I hope you got ideas to use in your own art journal. If so, I would love to see your projects, so take a picture and post using hashtag ArtJournalJunction. If you enjoyed watching this video, please give it a thumbs up and also hit the subscribe button to let YouTube know you want to see more art journaling and mixed media videos from us in the future.